Hello, class 5 students. This is lesson number 1, Ivan's story. Ivan's story is a very interesting story. It's an adaptation from the children's novel, The One and Only Ivan, written by Catherine Applegate. Now, before we go on to the story, let's first have an understanding of the author, Catherine Applegate. Now, Catherine Alice Applegate was born on 9th October 1956. She is also known as K.A. Applegate or Catherine Applegate. She's an American children's fiction writer. Some of her works are Animorphs, Ramnans, Everworld, and The One and Only Ivan, from which our lesson Ivan's story is an adaptation. She has won the 2013 Newbery Medal for The One and Only Ivan. Newbery Medal, John Newbery Medal, is given to one of the most distinguished contributions to American literature for children. She has also won several other awards. Now, coming to the story Ivan's story is basically about a gorilla named Ivan. Now, this gorilla, Ivan, lives in a cage at a mall and has spent 27 years living in a human home as well as in a mall. Ivan had nearly forgotten his life in the wild. He has nearly forgotten his life in the forest. And this story is about what Ivan thinks about his life. Now, coming to the birth of Ivan. Ivan was born in Central Africa in a dense but beautiful rainforest that no crayons could ever do it justice. Now, we all use crayons to paint or draw pictures. However, Ivan says that his rainforest, the place of his birth, was so beautiful that nobody and no crayon could ever do it justice, could ever paint how beautiful his dense rainforest where he was born was. Coming to the name, Ivan was originally called Mud. Not Ivan, but Mud. Now let's see how gorilla babies get their names from. Now human babies are given their name at birth. When you were born, your parents or rather somebody in your family had given you your names. However, baby gorillas are not given their name right after birth. Rather, the family wait to see hints of what might yet be, how the gorilla baby will behave, and only after that, the names are given. Now, let's first discuss Ivan's sister Tag. Now, Ivan's sister Tag, T-A-G, Tag, was given the name Tag only after the parents saw that Tag would chase around Ivan, the older brother, all around the forest because she would tag around her brother. That is why she was given the name Tag. Now, coming to Mud, Ivan. Ivan was originally given the name Mud by his parents mainly because he made pictures all day long, every day. He drew on rocks and barks and on his mother's back. He would use the sap from leaves and juice from fruits, but mostly he would use mud. That is why he has been given the name Mud. Now you can understand why their names, Tag and Mud, were named so. Now the two of them, Mud and Tag, like to play tag together. They would run around, chase each other, bounce on the father's belly until the father gave them the grunt. The grunt meaning a low sound, which would mean enough, meaning that you guys should stop running around. No, zong. The same way, Ivan and his sister Tag, when they would run around, climb on the father's belly, and he would give a low grunt, saying enough. Now coming to the family of Ivan, gorilla ho a group ma na, and their family, Ivan's family, is also called a troop of 10 gorillas. Gorilla their family. Amongst them, there was the father, Ivan's father, there's the mother, 3 other adult family gorillas, there's a blackback, the young male gorilla, 2 young gorillas, and then Tag and Mud. Altogether, there were 10 of them. They would feed, search for food, nap, and play. Tag to Ivan hin adang imatsabol hon lo. Ne eding a hol hon zi, a ne zi hon, kichim zi hon, imu zi hon. Chikalwal adang bolo na. So the father, he was a silverback. Silverback tile atungtun oplay ho his silver gray color. Mul anay na, silverback. The father taught them how to find the ripest fruit from morning feast, branches for their night nest, zanten imut na diu. Branch a hol pizi, hol zidan a hilzi, chile zinkaten le fruit a tui a min hol zidan a hilzi. The father was everything for the troop of the gorillas. He was a guide, he was a teacher, and a protector. The life that Ivan had in the wild, in the rainforest, was a perfect life. However, we should also understand the fact that gorilla babies are not different from human babies. The only difference is that a gorilla spends the day riding on his mother's back. Slowly and carefully, gorilla begins to go further and further away from the safety of his mother's arms. Learn the skills he will need as an adult. Some of the skills are making a nest of branches, how to beat your chest, cup your palms to amplify the sound, and how to move from tree to tree, and how to be kind and strong and loyal. Now, a tragedy happens to Ivan and his sister. It's a very sad thing. One day, on a still day, a very dry, hot day, humans came and captured Ivan and his sister Tag. They put them in a cramped, dark crate, in a container. They put them there. It was dark, it was tight, it was scary for the two of them. Now the sister, Tag, she kept thinking about their home, and one day she was lost. She became crazy. Kain ko tebo agel zing forest sa kanu ka pa ahilawale. Kain ko teho tiats agel na lamatso. Attack sister Tag hungol ta na. It's very sad. Now the sister kept thinking about their home, and one day she was lost. She became crazy. But Mud, Ivan hina, his other name is Mud. He knew that he had to forget his old life in order for him to survive. Kamanzong na. Tanaw nung kabangahi kain kutebo kagyal-yali nga lakangol dahisi atsun, I will stop thinking about him, about my father, about my mother, about my family, about my rainforest. I need to stop thinking about that. If I don't, I will go crazy and lost, just like my sister Tag. That was what Ivan decided to do. Now, let's learn about his human life. Iso a container kana sa puta utsuna amat ta utsumihim ho in humans caught the two siblings, Tag and Ivan. There was this man, his name is Mac. Mac opened that crate, opened that container, and took him and raised him like a human baby. Mac chun akipuya aina. Mihimbang banga gorilla ahi banga chu mihimbang banga akiva. What all did Mud do as a human baby? He drank from a bottle. Niyaw laya bong noy tsep ten la bottle la panay tsep zi chuna. Chibang banga chu gorilla zong hin abolta. He slept in human beds. Mihim ho lup na ayong lumta. Sat in human chairs. Chair ho ayong taupanta. He listened while humans were around him, and he also wore human clothes. Mihim ho hin bang mga hung panta. Mud started living like a human. He started behaving like one. He drank from a bottle. He slept in human beds. He sat in human chairs. He listened while human beings were talking to him. And he also wore human clothes. Now, we should also understand that Mac he had a wife. Her name was Helen. Helen was quick to laugh, but to anger too. Helen hi anuyong nuitse hi wanga lungyong lunghang wa azina. Ipizia hung luhang ziam. Let's discuss that. Ivan would break the blender. Blender tila machine ho til peinang no ho na. He would break the blender. How did he break that blender? By adding 3 tubes of toothpaste and a bottle of gum. Can you imagine putting toothpaste and gum in a blender? Obviously, it's going to break the blender. And because Ivan did the same thing, he also broke the blender. And that was why Mac's wife, Helen, was angry at him. Also, he did many other things. He broke his toe. How did he break that toe? While trying to swing from a lamp fixture on the ceiling. So gorilla hot mihim unsan thozong le mihim hidi ilo jana. Kitom le kikhai le go ya while trying to swing from a lamp fixture on the ceiling ako na lamp hong kikhai ho ko chandelier ho ko so hong kikhai na lama chu ahin su ke kit. And he also broke 46 glasses. Imagine breaking 46 glasses. For that reason, Mac's wife, Helen, was angry at Ivan. However, Mac and Helen both loved and took great care of Ivan. They also took him to restaurants. They ordered something for him. They went to the baseball games, the grocery store, and to the movie theater, and even to the circus. Mac le Helen hinna mun tina apui le zihon. Ivan hinu sa to restaurant hoyong chizi, ne the honga nezi, baseball game honga vetzi, dukan hoyong chizi, cinema hall ayong cinema wedding a chizi, circus gaya na pui hon na. And on his birthday, he blew out candles just like you and I. A birthday party na cake masang wa candle itun ziwa imuli zina. The same way Ivan also did the same. He also rode motorbikes. Sa pangwa kitip na motorbike ko. Nanay jana inayang nangin nanay lo na na ho nanay jana. Nanay lo le minay na mu jana. The same way Ivan also saw that and he did that. Now his life was very exciting. However, even when humans took great care of him at night, Ivan longed for his family. He longed playing with his family, with his sister. He longed for the grunts and the safety of his troop. He remembered what had happened to his sister. Ayan ang easy kaya nga na. Anu apat akitsep anaw nu to akitsep ahilo wahile anu apan apho na ho gamla a jangala chen laiwa thingphung dunga panahong ki khaile le ho so thanu man chuna gel do azi ahi wanga chu when he remembered about his sister, what happened to his sister. Now do you remember what happened to his sister? The sister got lost. She went crazy. So whenever Ivan remembered what happened to his sister, he decided that I can't keep on remembering my life in the rainforest. I have to forget about it. Otherwise, whatever happened to Tag can also happen to me. So sometimes he would lay awake at night and wished for the warmth of his kind. However, he decided that he should not think about his family because all that happened to his sister could also happen to him. So he decided not to think about the jungle. Don't think about the jungle. Now, in the end, what happened? Ivan was sent to a shopping mall and became a part of a stationary circus. Shopping mall kana circus ho kitson le ziu chuna khatwei lamun khana umzi wa khatwei lamun khana umziu ahi wanga tua circus pa hi shopping mall se asya chu umdena munchu ma kitson le lo. So gorilla chu izat ingai lu na izat ilung si na ina ichange ichen sawanga chu at the end of the day he was sent to a circus in a shopping mall and he lived there. He got used to humans watching him all the time and hardly thinks about the jungle. Now, this is a true story. Ivan kiti gorilla ta zong umahena. So this gorilla, Ivan, he stayed in the circus, he lived there, and he got used to people watching him. Min avet vet ying so he got used to it. And now he hardly thinks about the jungle. Ayin lang ho yung agelong gel do zita lo na. So this is rather a sad ending. However, we have to understand the fact that Ivan lived a perfect life, be it in the rainforest, and even when he was caught by the humans, he was given an exciting and a caring and a loving home, and he was taken great care of. Now, that is the lesson, chapter 1, Ivan's story. Coming to your home assignments. For your home assignments, I'd like you to work on exercise B from page 7. Exercise B is complete the sentences. These are to be copied down and learned and submit your notebooks. Exercise B from page 7. The first question is, the gorilla loved playing tag with his sister. These are fill in the blanks. The gorilla loved playing tag with his sister. Question number 2. All day long, he used to draw pictures on the rocks, the bark, and his mother's back. Number 3. The humans captured Mud and his sister and put them in a cramped, dark crate. Number 4. In his new life with the humans, Mud was well taken care of. Question number 5. Whenever he remembered and wished for the safety of his troop, Mud told himself not to think about the jungle. These are the 5 questions from exercise B, page 7. Now remember, you have to learn the blanks of the questions, copy them down in your notebooks and submit it to me on the next day when you're supposed to submit your English assignments. That'll be all. Thank you.